Come with me and my sisters on this brief excursion we took to Clickety Clack in Rolla, Missouri on June 21st, 2025. We were on this venture to see how we could get our mother's typewriter back working that was manufactured in 1936. I tell you, this place had so much history. There were typewriters from during the First World Wars. There were typewriters that could type italics. There were typewriters that were used for Morse code, that were used to transmit information by Morse code. I can't even.
There's no shit and it's screaming, right? Because it's all caps. And then you get to your middle grade, and then this is where you get.
And they're color coded, so then you know where to place your finger.
That's right. And so, yeah.
See, short thing.
Yeah, I see that.
That's right. And then this one here was for your proficiency exam, like in high school, or if you went to a job to see how many words per minute. And so, anyway, it's all blacked out keys. So you had to know where.
We had a few of those, I remember, in the
Because
classroom.
Mama said that's what they learned on. They didn't have any letters on it. I remember her saying that.
Very cool, very cool. But yeah, and so if you look up Tom Hanks at baseball games, you'll see him holding one of these skywriters. It's a 1950 style. He's like holding it like that, but like holding up. But anyway, he actually keeps stats on players at ball games.
Oh my goodness, through his typewriter.
Yeah, just an ultra portable, really small.
Oh.
Yeah, all metal, very cool.
I think I've seen that on that movie, and I didn't know what it was.
You didn't know what it was.
I'm like, what's
I
that?
didn't either.
I got it. Now, Hermes.
I was gonna say I've heard Hermes.
Yeah, now these made famous by Tom Hanks. Like you went to Good Morning America with Tom Hanks. He's using, this is what we call a Gen 2 Hermes 3000. And he's showing basically the audience and the people that are watching how to change a ribbon on the typewriter. While on the Good Morning America show, right? And then, but yeah, so these are all Hermes all the way down. But the plastic ones are basically, it was when they went to France. So the company from Switzerland sold out, and then it was bought by a company out of France. They kept the name, and so that's why there's a change. But yeah. And then this is my East German typewriter that I have out. It's an Optimum, and it's essentially an Olympia. And when Berlin Wall went up, they had to change the name. Olympia said, "Hey, understand that used to be our factory, but you're gonna have to change the name." And so anyway, we have it as a representation of where we are today. Of course, these are all kids' typewriters over here, and this is a 1952. You could really hurt a sibling with one of these.
I was gonna say you can tell it's heavy just from
Yeah, 1952 though. Feel the weight of that thing.
It's cute.
Yeah, it is. It's cute, but yeah, it's very heavy.
But this thing has got better design to it. I'm gonna say something, but it really does have. So we have a Mach. It stands for Moscow. It's a word for Moscow.
Okay.
There's a baby powder blue typewriter down there on the shelf. And,
I see it right there.
That's a cold word here. Typewriter that is a junky typewriter. And so, but yeah, Mach stands for Moscow. And then next to it, see that Burroughs? All right, so that came out of Charleston. It came out of a post office in Charleston, South Carolina. And
it has a huge
that company is the first company to come up with an electric return for women because of how big the carriage is. And everything.
I was gonna say because it's real. I mean, it's real.
Yeah. But they're rare because they weren't in business long. But yeah, that's one of the first. Yep. Now this teletyper here, this thing is a World War II era teletyper. It came out of a London museum. We ended up with it because there was a professor out of Southern Illinois that had bought out a radio shop, and all contents was included. This was in there to get rewired from the museum, and they wanted to power it back up.
Don't lift
and
up.
This is the lid for this.
Oh, okay.
So, and it
I
has
lift that
serrated
way.
glass and all that, but anyway, crazy stuff.
So it goes over that.
It goes over this, and it has some soundproof and stuff and everything. But this thing does shorthand, just like the stenograph over there, the courtroom recorder.
Oh yeah, over there against
So
the
it
wall.
does shorthand. It's that green. Yeah. And so now it's computerized shorthand. But
Right.
yeah, so you have the stenograph, you have Morse code, and then of course the full keyboard. And this thing can send and receive.
Wow.
And so 1933 is what this is, and so even the paper is there. I
was gonna say
didn't
that's
touch
the original
nothing.
paper. Yeah, you
Yeah.
can tell.
When you
how-
said can send and receive, what do you mean?
Like
the
it can send and
messages.
receive messages,
Because he was saying they got a Morse code button, so you know if they
Oh.
send those messages out and you can receive messages back.
Yeah.
So he
but
said
you
you
said
have
Morse
something-
code. I was going to say, how
Yeah.
does it, what technology?
Right, and then also with the shorthand, you could have someone sit here and actually take the ticker tape and translate it, and then translate it to a message, and then they take hot off the press, tear it, and go into a war room or whatever, and share the news. But yeah, this is an understrike. This is based off the 1873 typewriter. This is the oldest one we have in the shop. This is from 1895, and it's a Remington number 6. And understrike, or what they call a blind typer. Mm-hmm. And so you could almost get 10 lines in before you knew you made a mistake.
Oh my goodness.
Now, because we have kids that come in, I disconnected it so I didn't want them playing.
Yeah.
So you
Right.
can, when you come to the side here, you'll see that there's wooden keys, and this is the wooden key,
All the
wooden space bar
bar
and all that, But anyway, pretty cool.
Oh, yeah. What year you said this is?
This is 1895,
Oh, okay.
and this is a Remington noiseless. And I wanted to put them side by side to show the engineering where they went. They were the only ones that really came up with this design with multiple engineering. I mean, if you can see all the little gadgets like linkages and stuff, it makes this typewriter extremely heavy. For a typewriter, this is by far, I would say by weight, this is the heaviest typewriter in the shop.
Wow.
And then this is considered the first visible typewriter, where you can actually see what you're typing.
Oh,
So this is roughly this we're starting to get manufactured like 1890s, late 1890s into the 1930s. And so and this thing is all it was designed for was to make vertical lines on a piece of paper. That's it.
Oh, I didn't even see the pencil.
I didn't either.
It's just a pencil holder. So yeah, but that's it. Underwood, they hold the world record for the most typewriters sold at a little over 5 million. And for a typewriter company. And then you got the 1913 Royal, just a flatbed is what they referred to. This is the Woodstock out of Illinois, Illinois, and then R.C. Allen took over, bought out. That's that brown one over there. That's an R.C. Allen typewriter, that Visiomatic. And I'm telling you, it has the best key touch for me personally because of the way it cups your fingertips. I'm telling you, they had it going. But so come down here, of course, and these are all the Italian ones, right? And then what happened was the owner of Olivetti had always wanted it was a goal of his to always have an American brand, and so he bought out Underwood. And so that's how you get over here to this Underwood Olivetti. And so but there's something unique about this. This is a Korean typeface, so it types in Korean.
Oh.
Wow.
And so
Oh, yeah, I see the keys.
Characters, right? Yeah. And then this is a French keyboard. And this came from a school teacher out of St. Louis who retired after 45 years and gifted us this. I still have to make cards, so I apologize. This is a Japanese typewriter, Japanese language.
Okay.
That's an Italian keyboard layout right there. But we're going to talk about Tom Hanks again. Tom Hanks learned to type on a on this 10-day record, you know, and he talks about it in one of his interviews, and maybe even I think even in one of his books. But anyway, his book Uncommon Types, it's a very cool little book with short stories in there. Yeah.
Now they're electric typewriters at Smith Corona, ain't it?
Well, they did do electronic.
No, it was Olympic.
Oh, okay. I don't know why I thought it was. That's probably what we had in high school, Smith Corona.
Because like that blue one back there.
Yeah, we had that one.
Yeah, we had. Yeah, I was gonna say we had that model, but it was that pasty looking grayish brown whatever.
Yeah, the commercial.
Yeah, that's what
one.
we had, the ugly one. It wasn't pretty and blue like that.
That's why I had the blue one.
Oh.
Because they're rare.
Yeah,
so either find them in red and blue is rare.
Yeah.
And so in like that color combination for the first one, that's a selectric one.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. So and then you just got your typical other typewriters. People happen to like that tombstone key one right there. That's the tuxedo model. This color code right here on this one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like the way they had the ones that had the cases, the hard cases on them.
Yeah. And this one has a hard case.
Oh.
If you were interested. Anyway, but yeah, see this the glass keys. They had style. I'm telling you, Underwood had it going on with style, with a lot of them. But let's see what else. I'm gonna leave that alone.
What you say? That's overwhelming.
Yeah, that's overwhelming. So these two are Holocaust survivor typewriters.
Oh,
so
really?
This gentleman is he's in the veterans home. He's 101, just turned 101 up in St. Louis. And that's actually a shop that used to be there during before the war. Mm-hmm. And then same with this one. But this gentleman went and changed his name, fought on the British side after the war was over. Changed his name back because in case he got caught, right?
Right.
So and then got a citizenship in the United States. And this is he came over on the United States line.
Oh my goodness.
And so and then that's his label where he came over with that typewriter, and only that in his possession along with a camera. That was it.
Oh, wow.
And the other gentleman that we got the typewriter from, his family, his father was only able to take this typewriter, and they went to Venezuela, and it was in Venezuela for 7 years before getting citizenship in the U.S. after the war, and so pretty unique that 1952 essentially he became a citizen.
Wow.
And so anyway, both of these were like the last of the line, and that's how that goes. But Ernest Hemingway used a typewriter like this for war correspondence because it folds over. Oh, I had one of those. So pretty cool. Yep. This is your German keyboard layout with the Z. And so you see there's another German one with a Z. That's the way these are too as well.
Oh, okay.
Okay, that's what's.
But 40 was designed by the Scholes because it doesn't clog the basket, right? And so that's where we get into the scientific keyboard. This is basically 85% use of all the English letters, right? And then it gets to your 10 and then 5%. And so, if you want, take a picture.
Oh, so they
whatever,
organized it according, so I can say the ones that are most used and not.
Yeah, and they thought because it'd be closer to the space bar,
Right.
it'd be more prone to use. And
That's
then
what I'm saying,
your
they
space bar
type
was
faster.
used by your thumb,
Huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've never seen typewriters that little before. It's like, oh my goodness.
Yeah. And they call these ultra portables. This company basically was a competitor to Olivetti, the Antares Parva, and coincidentally, this is the same style that Jones typewriter was gifted from Tom Hanks.
Oh,
Same
okay.
model, so kind of give
Okay.
an idea. But yeah, pretty cool stuff there. But over here, let me pull this one up. This is a Braille machine.
Oh.
A Braille typewriter.
Uh-huh.
And what I did is I had to YouTube it because I'm not a professional at Braille, right?
Right.
Come home. So anyway, so it's a representation. So there's A, B, and C, and then it's pretty sweet.
Then you can feel
Yeah.
the indentations. Wow.
Yeah. So pretty interesting. You're welcome. Yeah.
But it feels like